What if I told you everything you thought you knew about the book of Revelation may be wrong? This is a bold statement to be sure, but the fact is almost every interpretation of Revelation suffers from the exact same problem. The interpreter tries to make the visions of Revelations fit some preconceived paradigm. I'm preterist, so let me pick on preterism for just a moment. Most preterists begin by assuming that the events and visions within the book of Revelation symbolically describe the events that occurred during the Roman-Jewish War of 67 to 70 AD, just 40 years after the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Therefore, the events within Revelation are correlated to these events that are found in the war. The problem with this method is that, as the old saying goes, is putting the cart before the horse. The end result is a chaotic mix of events with only a minor resemblance to the chronology of the Roman-Jewish War. Historicism suffers from the same faulty presuppositions, attempting to match events that occurred over the centuries to events that occurred in Revelation. Futurism also falls short, forcing the visions to flow in some neat linear stream. Some, unfortunately, go as far to try to correlate modern-day events to the events of Revelation, duplicating the errors of historicism and preterism. Almost no regard is given to the internal clues and patterns within Revelation itself, which reveal the proper order of events. What then do I propose? Well, let me first give you a little story that illustrates the paradigm shift. I first heard this story by Stephen Covey in his class on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the story goes like this. Many years ago, there was a captain out at sea on a great war vessel. And late one night, a great storm rose up. And in order to protect his people and his vessel, the captain decided to go on to shore. Well, later on that night, one of the crewmen spoke to the captain and said, "Captain, I'm detecting something in our path, and I'm getting a message too." The captain said, "Please read the message." And he read the message, and it said, "You are on a direct path with us. Move your vessel 30 degrees north now." Now, this statement kind of shocked the captain. He was like, "What in the world? I'm this great captain on this great vessel." So he immediately told the crewman to reply with this message. He said, "I'm the captain of this vessel. You move yours 30 degrees north now." Well, almost immediately they received a counter reply. And it said this: "This is Seaman Jensen. You move your vessel 30 degrees north now." Well, this just floored the captain. A seaman replying to me? Well, let me do this. My vessel is one of the greatest vessels out there at sea today. I'm going to tell him just who and what I am. He said, "Reply back and say this: I am the captain of SS Columbia. Move your vessel 30 degrees north now." Now, he was sure that knowing the reputation of the SS Columbia, he would get an immediate response. But they got this message back. "This is Seaman Jensen of the Lighthouse. You move your vessel 30 degrees north now." Well, this story is a perfect example of a paradigm shift. The captain had a preconceived notion of what was in front of him. But once that preconceived notion changed, then his reactions and his idea of what to do also changed. So how is this related, and what do I propose for the visions described within the book of Revelation? Well, first, and this is the challenge, that you must keep an open mind. Almost everyone has some beliefs about Revelation that they are unwilling to give up. To get revelation, though, you must first abandon some of your preconceived and existing paradigms. You must allow for a paradigm shift. You must rethink Revelation. As hinted earlier, there are many internal clues within the book of Revelation that yields a proper interpretation. Ultimately, you must get inside the mind of John. We must allow John to speak for himself and not force our preconceived notions on his visions. For those who might be turned off by the fact that I'm preterist, I ask you only one thing. Although I believe that the evidence supports a preterist interpretation, the interpretive methods that I use in their conclusions are compatible with each and every major interpretation of Revelation. That being said, what then are the major interpretations of Revelation? For that, please see Part 2.